Shaltir's notebook. It's exactly what it sounds like, and the only notable thing about it is the reason she began using it. Basically, she wanted to do something to make her feel like she is learning or improving. She didn't realize that writing stuff down is only half the process until one diligent elven girl told her to actually study them. Invisibility Cape. It's possibly a rune item, given that it came from Gonda's father, who was a runesmith, but don't quote me on that. It has a low-level effect that hides the user if it's wrapped tightly around their body. Hedging Mal's glasses. Why does the dragon need them? They are not a magical item and don't adjust to his size, so for style? Although they must be pretty rare, as we only saw one other mention of glasses on a person in the Dwarven Kingdom, and maybe that's why the dragon treats them with so much care. Epigony. This fancy TV remote is a high-level lockpick, which Ainsama has only one of. It has 7 charges and can open locks that would normally require a level 90 rogue. 5 colors Holy Sword. It's what Lilinet requested as a reward for defending the town from the undead. Officially. Unofficially, she was going for a different type of sword, but that's beside the point. This weapon has been in the Count's family for generations and is a longsword enchanted with the elemental powers of fire, thunder, acid, sonic, and ice, which dealt their respective damage types to the slash target. Ethereal Axe. As can be seen in the anime, it has a unique ability called Doppel, which summons a spectral copy of said axe that repeats all attacks of the original except for only dealing half the damage. The bonus is that Doppel can't be easily destroyed or dispelled. Now, onto a piece of gear that can only be described as,
what the fuck is this?
It's definitely something that shouldn't exist in a fantasy game, so what's the deal with it? Well, just like a whole expansion about pandas, it was an attempt to appeal to a different audience. Yggdrasil was out for a while by this time, and the mecha genre started getting popular in the gaming world, so the executives decided to release a whole new subclass of armor called the Power Suit and give it to all newly registered players to help them level faster. Moreover, it allowed characters whose speciality was non-combat to participate in fights as well, which led to this Gundam-looking thing becoming quite popular. The customization of this suit was its main selling point. Literally, since a good half of these options were behind paywall, while the rest required intense grinding. You could enchant it with various spells, it was immune to most hazardous environments including underwater, and its flying speed was greater than that of a fly spell. If you think that's a bit too much for a starting item, wait until you find out about it replacing your character's stats with its own, excluding health and mana. It practically made early game a joke, where you don't learn anything, roll over your opponents, until you get to the higher levels, where even the moderately geared people will serve you your ass on a silver platter if you bring this low skill shit to a fight. At most, the Power Suit could be about as strong as an average level 80 character. Yes, you could put 10 steer spells into it, yet there was a casting limit and various other restrictions, so at later stages of the game, it became a hindrance more than anything else. The one Azus has, for example, is not even close to being the strongest. It's called the Armor of Reinforcement and has all the bells and whistles of the basic version, but its combat stats are not very impressive. To Nazareth, as the Guardians and Ainsama himself would have zero trouble dealing with it, which is something I can't say about the Pleiades to the armor's credit. Its main source of damage is the Arcane Rifle, which is actually a tier higher than that of Shizu's, capable of dispensing enough punishment to even melt a Death Knight, a tank summon with an unusually high HP pool. It fires unenchanted projectiles that are so fast and so many that Albedo couldn't dodge all of them. Not that she needs to due to the unenchanted part being ineffective against max level characters, but it's still pretty impressive. So much so that the leader of the Drop of Red can't use it without the suit as he severely lacks in the required job classes. That's where the armor's ability of replacing stats comes in handy, and in addition to the machine gun, it provides 3 more types of offense. Chain Dragon Lightning, like the one Narberol used, Firestorm to bring indiscriminate justice to the enemies of the Emperor, and some kind of instant death magic for similar purposes.